CC matches all of that, literally.
Yeah.
Frontline shred, because you know NIP Flash needs some form of a tank, right? And it can also go and access the backline to catch onto Nathan as well. Now, apart from that, the regen and the Angela ensures your movement speed and make sure that you can actually tag on the targets. This is perfect. Exactly what RSG needs.
And Derry on the Angela, he has been performing extremely well. So we did see Bleed batting it out every single game, but now Derry would be able to play the Angela that he is known for in the season, right? He has been playing the hard supports, but finally we see him on the soft supports and he's doing extremely well. Yep. Finally, for NIP Flash, they are left with the jungler.
Guinevere.
And it will be Guinevere for Hades.
Starting with his signature right here, ladies and gents, Hades. Basically going into this, not a lot of front lines if you ask me, but Guinevere, and there's a lot of hard lockdowns, there's a lot of movability from the side of NIP Flash. RSG on the other hand, they're just going to fight standard. I'm going to fight for a massive clash, Fredrin being in front line, CC as well to disrupt the back line, Angela to support anybody who needs it.
And it's just not about even the picks and draft itself, right? It's a mental game. It's a best of 7 series. You have to win 4 to take home the championship. So it's going to be a long-term game here. Whether you or not you can feel out the opponent in this early stages of the game, and whether or not you put on your best. And it looks like RSG and NIPF Flash, they have pulled out all the stops.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, onto the Land of Dawn we go. This is game number 1 of the Grand Finals of MPL Singapore Season 7.
Do you feel it? Do you feel the vibe? Understand what is at stake? Of course, this is, the first game. Okay, we know the lineups. Mo, which one do you give this slight edge to?
Well, I would have to favor the side of the Angela, because I feel that Angela is an extremely strong soft support, but of course not doing too well as we see Derry getting chunked down extremely low. But the hard guard just gives so much global presence, and the fact is, you can combo it with CS, you can combo it closer and Bray as well. Extremely easy to execute, but NIP Flash, they are the kings of execution. So it falls down to whether Astral Migration from the side of Hades is on the key targets.
Looking at the rotations coming up from the side of RSG right now. Yep, it's going to be Bray picking up the Lethal Wanderer. We'll be walking on back. In terms of the lane priority right here, I'm expecting CS should have a slightly of a lead, but also NIP Flash on Diablo could just easily rotate. So which means that RSG needs to be a little bit careful regarding with any form of invades.
Yeah, and double Impure Rage coming out from the side of NIP Flash, pretty standard. But looking at the concussive blast coming out from Lozi, right? You want him to go for this tanky Cho. You want him to go for this, like, really disrupting team fight as much as possible from the side of Cho. And that's what you want. You want his ulti to pick him off. And meanwhile, Lozi, you do not need to die.
Yep, don't forget, ladies and gents, NIP Flash is going for more of a late game kind of scenario. And don't forget, they can always fix the waste very easily with the help of Diablo, right? If he's not having a very good game, he always goes back to the macro Benedetta as well.
And we do see both mid laners currently at the top lane. They do want this level 4 as fast as possible before this turtle fight right here.
Oh, don't forget, Cho with the knockup as well also kind of combines very well with Hades. You already start to see what NIP Flash is already inking going for as the turtle fight should be starting very soon. RSG nowhere near the turtle though. Bray is on the other side, is making a beeline towards the turtle right now.
Slow but steady pacing for both.
Ultimate.
Oh, the final blow, but the feathered airstrike is going to be committed, but Bray's going to take the turtle. He's got the fast fingers, and it looks like Hades is going to back off. Cortese has to use the flicker. Lalzi will get back to safety. So it looks like RSG came out on top.
Yep, great start for the side of RSG already, and Bray is going to press the issue right here. Hades looking down low.
Oh, they got him with a Brave Assault, not letting Hades just farm, and they're going to take away the orange buff as well. Lalzi maybe contests for that one.
Maybe is a very far statement indeed. Lozi might be giving up his life here. He is immobilized, but Bray will not be overcommitting onto the tier 2 turret here. And with the CC, right, you want to take as much segmented team fights as possible. Like closer, he will be looking to try and find these pickoffs, trying to be on Diablo duty, just basically.
Diablo.
And Diablo.
Oh, the teammate.
Second skill.
Final blow keeps him alive, but now the tower is going to push. They're going to do a lot of damage, structural damage on this. Derry's making a rotation as well, and Diablo, all he can do is stand back and watch. The electro final blow, he does have it. The heart guard is going to be committed onto him. Diablo's going to be the first to fall, though. And Curtisi shows up and it's just like, hey, what happened, buddy?
And yeah, that was the hard guard from the side of Curtisi. That was stolen with IMU, right? But still, Derry did not need to require the use of the hard guard at all. So they will have it for this bottom lane fight that might ensue from the side of CS.
But Heavens already secured by Vanix. That's first item. More on the DPS kind of style. It shows that Vanix wants to go into the end game, the late game, right? Yes, right now RSG, they should have a bit of a stronger level 4 power spike. But wait until NIP Flash gets started to get items, especially Vanix, especially Curtisi. Those things are starting to hurt. But however, Bray is already a monster, stomping around the land of Dawn, just threatening an NIP Flash.
And that's why we see the tank meta being so prevalent here in MPLSG, because you have so much frontline ability, and on top of that, you have the sustainability with the Angela as well. And Lolzy and Hades, they do not provide that kind of like sustainability. They're going for that catch meta as much as possible. So yeah, what you said about NIP Flash, they are going for the long game, and they will have to find as many pickoffs as possible.
Second turtle is already up for the taking. RG and NIP Flash. They're nowhere near the turtle though. Lolzy will be able to find that out, but Bray spotted already for the airstrike, already committed. Curtisi getting half HP.
Yeah, it's going to just stop that. I mean, they're not going to really commit for this one. Lolzy's going to back off. But this, I mean, everybody's a little bit low, which is a little bit worrying for this turtle here. But they do have Diablo joining. Closer's going to hit the yo-yo blitz. He's going to do a little bit of area damage, so to speak, onto Curtisi, but he's going to recall back.
Yeah, and for NIP Flash, they're just posturing for position as much as possible. They just want these pickoffs. But RSG, they have triple purify from the side of CS, Derry, and Godzilla, so they can't get out of harm's way with a button's click.
Yep. Great start, NOD already secured by the side of Curtisi first to kind of counteract against the healing coming out from Derry. And next up, you can see Vanix is already going for the Stadium side. Notice CS, instead of going for the one that we always see recently in terms of the attack speed kind of Roger, it's going back to the Windtalker Endless Battle kind of build. So RSG is looking to spike hard, and I feel like they've already hit kind of like the power spike in terms of the items, but we need to take a look at execution, especially for the second turtle.
Yeah,
oh, Hades. Okay, thought about it. He's going to just go back to this turtle. But Vanix is now joined. All 5 members of NIP Flash are sticking around. Closer making a flank, trying to just scout out, see what you can do, and maybe you get lucky, get some sort of pickoff.
And with this CS, just looking at the top lane, managing to cut the creep waves and getting a lot of farm for himself. Diablo has to be on the duty so far, but the turtle is being started.
All feathered airstrike, and they're going to hit with Curtisi. He dashes away, but Vanix has already taken the turtle. The Brave Assault, the energy eruption onto Lolzy, but Godzilla, yeah, they have the damage, but he's just so tanky thus far, but the Appraiser's Wrath slices him down, and Bray will take that.
And both teams still neck and neck in terms of net worth, 16,000 to 16,000, one turtle each. But CS, he has been racking up the farm. Diablo does have the Blade of Heptases available already.
Yeah, NIP Flash respecting RSG's power spikes right now, right? This is not the time where they're looking for a fight. Diablo goes in for the ultimate.
Into the ultimate, but he's just going to back off. But Bray, ex-teammate, he's like, come on, buddy, let's go. No? Wet noodle fight?
Just some love on the top lane. So with that said, both teams are actually still neck and neck in terms of net worth, in terms of the macro gameplay, but in terms of map control. NIP Flash, they did get one tower.
Oh, they found Closer. They got him knocked up. Diablo will get credit for that one. That's going to be the first kill, and that's a pretty big win for NIP Flash.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the CC, right? It's still extremely burstable when it comes down to these team fights. It can get caught easily, and Hades would be on the job.
Yep, RG is starting to raid the countrysides. It's the one that we saw earlier just now in the day where they started to just make sure that CS start pushing down turrets. NIP Flash is also going to respond in trade, but right now RSG, you don't see them actually going very hard on the kills because NIP Flash is not allowing them to.
And just key positioning from NIP Flash at the moment. They Cho going for the engage.
Oh, they found Bray. Lolzy goes in for this one. They have their way. The dragon kicks him back, and Godzilla's going to get the kill. Bray's down for the count, though, but Vanix, Curtisi flickers back. Hades now here. He's thinking about it. Oh, yeah, he's not going to go.
Yeah, he doesn't really have the ultimate. He's already expended the ultimate down at the bottom lane. Yes, Lolzy is a good kill if I can catch Bray, if I can also catch Closer down the bottom lane. So right now, NIP Flash, if you notice, the gold lead swings back into their favor.
Yeah, and Closer is just not having a good day. Just consistently being caught by Hades is not a position that he wants to be in. He wants to try and play keep away as much as possible, but the Astral Migration just completely committed onto him. just very well done from the side of NIP Flash in terms of the macro gameplay, in terms of responding to what RSG want to do so far.
Yep. Godzilla started to become the problem. Speaking of Godzilla, there's a better airstrike onto Vanix.
Vanix just barely gets away. Godzilla flies over the wall. They have the energy eruption on Curtizi. He's getting bursted. He does go down, and CS is going to get credit. Lalzi getting run in. They don't care about the tower. Oh, Lalzi somehow survives. Bray, though, they're going to look to turn this around. Hades, one more shot. He gets away as well, and CS is going to go down. Godzilla's going to go down, and it looks like NIP Flash somehow came out the victors.
Dude, that could have gone so bad for the side of NIP Flash, but Diablo coming in, 2-man Petrify, and Ultimate just saved the life. But hold on a second.
Oh, that Vanix going to back off. Not really much going to happen, but Bray's still up in front. Again, you talk about him being a monster. You're starting to feel the effects. He's 2-1-3.
2-1-3. Very scary scoreline to deal with, but now the objective of choice will be the Lord from the side of NIP and Flash. And RSG, they can't do anything about it. The EX in the lane is a CC. You want to have a dominant lead as much as possible. You don't want to take the team fights.
Yep, we talk about the late game. NIP Flash is like, yeah, I'm in the late game now. Even Godzilla using Feather Airstrike just to kind of wave clear, but Kurt Easy takes it away. Vanix securing the Holy Crystal already. NIP Flash is looking to clash.
And NIP Flash, a team known for pushing their lead and choking the opponents out. RSG, they are feeling the strain right now. All the players, they are down in terms of gold lead, in terms of map advantage as well. With the Lord, they would want to prioritize the mid lane, and RSG are responding very well. They don't want the mid turret to go down.
Oh, look at that. Michael Jackson all the way up top lane. Diablo fixing that side. There's another Lord pushing in. RSG, they're congregating in the middle, making sure that mid lane doesn't fall. And now NIP Flash is looking for more pickoffs, but RSG, we're thinking, what's the top side?
Slow but steady advance from NIP Flash at the moment, using the Lord to their advantage. Their sights are set. They really want this mid-tier turret. It would open up a lot of the map, but RSG are looking to respond right now.
Hades goes in, Feathered Airstrike. He's going to do a lot of damage, but Derry's the first to fall, but they do get Vanix. They got Curtizi as well, and now they're on the run. Hades is trying to get out of there. Lalzi's doing what he can to attract their attention. Lalzi flickers over the wall. He's going to be fine. He dashes. That was minimal damage, I would say.
Not only just that, bottom lane for the side of NIP Flash, taken down. Lord is the MVP right here. NIP Flash, we're just distracting RSG in the mid lane.
Yeah, and with that, the macro advantage just went to NIP Flash's favor, despite the fact that they had the favorable trade from the side of RSG, right? They took down 2 for Derry, but they lost Inhibitor Turret. That's so much map control going towards the side of NIP Flash. That would make their future Lords a lot easier.
Yep. Usually you expect like NIP Flash, you know, with this first Lord, you want to clear off the first tier, the whole second tier, right? So that you only have the base turrets left on the side of RSG, but NIP Flash wasn't able to convert that, but at the very least, they took down bottom lane. And now if you notice, in terms of the map push and pull, right? RSG, that Lord is going to be spawning up top, whereas it's on the far side. So which means that RSG needs to constantly go back and clear that wave, especially when it's a super minion wave.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard for RSG to claw back right now, but still, net worth only 2,000 gold away for both sides.
Still winnable though. 2.7k, we've seen comebacks happening around the 5k mark as well. And if you notice, NIP Flash is just making sure they are controlling around the mid lane right now. RSG, they cannot push out. If not, they're going to get punished.
Oh, Hades goes in. Spatial Migration, the Feathered Airstrike in return. Bray's running out of this one. He seems to be going the wrong way. He's going to fall. Heartguard has been committed. Diablo taking a lot of damage. CS dashes over the wall. He's going to be fine, but Bray goes down.
Yep, top side is crack open as well. Now the Lord has been enhanced. Don't forget, and RSG has to go down to the bottom lane to fix that. Big ultimates already committed by the side of Dairy and especially Godzilla. Godzilla's where the airstrike should be up. NIP Flash will take the opportunity to brace down. They secure the Lord for themselves.
NIP Flash going for the objective. Just 20 seconds before the Lord spawns, right? They want to take away the retribution. Rage is not available. They could not contest the Lord from the side of SG. And now they have the enhanced Lord. They're going to go for more outer turrets once again.
Right now, that's a big Lord marching down bot. It's a free lane for the side of NIP Flash, but now it's going to be better airstrike committed just to make sure that wave clear around the mid lane so that NIP Flash couldn't push in. Godzilla is using these better airstrike more like a defensive one, and that's not a really good sign for RSG.
Yeah, the Lord still available, but the creeps have been dealt with. They will be able to deal with this Lord, but can they deal with the split pushing Macro Jackson? That is Diablo on the top lane.
Macro Jackson. Indeed, top side already pushed in. The Lord has been dealt by the side of RSG, and MP Flash goes back to the regular things that they want to do in taking down the mid lane turret. And now all of a sudden, NIP Flash has unlocked all the resources from the side of RSG.
Yeah, RSG, you're just waiting for the mistake from NIP Flash at the moment. Just trying not to give away any of the lives in vain and just trying to hope for a favorable trade. They do have the favorite team fight, right? They have the Fredrin, they have the Feathered Airstrike. The only thing that they lack is the AoE that's coming from the EXP lane closer. He has to play keep away as much as possible, and he's just not trying to fight Diablo anymore because the farm is too far gone.
Okay, fleeting time already secured by Derry as well. Goes in for the cooldown boost, making sure that he can always spam the heartstrings as much as possible. But the one that's limiting on all these heals is the first item choice coming off from Kurt TZ, right? The NOD so early on. Vanix has already secured the Holy Crystal, as I pointed out earlier. Now with the Athena Shield, just to make sure that he survived the barrage coming over Godzilla.
The energy eruption on the Lalzi. He's about half-life. Bray goes down. Vanix, the Feathered Airstrike, the Electro Final Blow, just kind of cutting it off. They do have the Heart Guard, though. CS running for his life, not able to do it. Derry's down as well. And it's in a complete wipeout, and NIP Flash are looking to just end this game. This looks to be a completely NIP Flash game, and they're going to do it in style. They're going to take game 1.
Man, so decisive coming out from NIP Flash, taking game number 1, starting the foot strong, even though yes, they got a little bit of a shaky early game, but they're like, no, I got the late game, I have this in the bag.
Yeah, what a statement coming out from NIP Flash, choosing the target priority to be Bray. I mean, in a typical situation, you do not want to go with the Fredrin, who has a hard guard to back him up, but identifying that they had the damage to burst him down, that was the key moment where they just won the game, plucked him off, and just went for the throat right there. NIP Flash with that momentous strike.
My biggest worry in that was that RSGSG had a great early game.